OK， 我们现在来继续玩 Focus， 不能说继续，应该是继续玩 Focus 的游戏，但是这个游戏不是继续，这是一个新的游戏，就是由 Unreal Engine Power 的《克苏鲁的召唤》这款游戏。最近也是在 review 一些死亡空间的材料，然后呢，就突然就联想到了它这个里面游戏的克苏鲁元素。那么，怎么说呢？就我还是想玩一玩这个克苏鲁元素的这样一个更强的作品。那么我就选到了这款，克苏鲁的召唤。哎，这个 OK。突然想到个东西，在那儿，对，没事。OK， 所以欢迎来到大家，欢迎大家来到克苏鲁召唤。我们现在一步一步步入疯狂新游戏，然后我们空栏位 ，OK， 希望这个游戏不会让我感到失望。波士顿1924年，爱德华·皮尔斯一位第一次世界大战的老兵，沉溺于酒精和安眠药以麻醉自己的记忆。OK， 他现在接不到新的案子，否则就会失去侦探许可证的危险。那不会一开始就克苏鲁吧？一开始应该是在房间里边或怎么样。如果我疯了，会是一个解脱。愿上帝怜悯。让我能够麻木且冷漠，保持着理智与清醒，直到可怕的结局到来。一开始就不是啊！WSAD 移动，我要把这个耳机的线放到键盘下面。它这个材质 texture quality 肯定很一般呢，但是它的 render 还是不错的。这个就是有点意思了。这个打不开是吧？哇，这石头的材质都好烂啊！断线前 ，OK， 我可以把这剪了。我可以跑吗？按 Shift 可以加速的行走。我掉下去估计就死了吧？What？ 我掉下去会不会死？掉不下去啊！有一个空气墙阻挡我掉下去。
What a putrid offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen.
说不要反抗，你已经被选择了。英文是这么说的。
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
一开始是一个 teaser， 就告诉你这是个克苏鲁元素的故事，然后把玩家传送到现实社会或现实世界里边。
I wonder why I still take these things.
啊，已经获得安眠药。
Lost battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
我们可以看它的 environmental art。
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
归我那位酒吧老板不希望我结案的方式，但你既然已经选择了私家侦探这个不合法的途径，又被他拿出了把柄，也就奈何他不得。 可以看到它这个 modeling 的这个一般呢做的。
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
P.R. 调查局，医生反复告诉我不需要再用药物来隔绝我的记忆，但我知道一旦我停下，那些记忆便会涌回来，然后在某个清晨我将不再醒来。尽管接受了治疗，但我仍然能够在梦中听到幻声，一种独特且未知的声音，似乎是从古老而莫测的深处浮现出来的。 是什么不可名状的生物在召唤我呢？克苏鲁召唤 P24口才，哎呀，还有这个东西啊！力量、调查、洞察、打火机。
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
分配我的技能6个技能点，口才已经有2点了，是吧？ 医疗、调查、撬锁成功，45%是吧？心理学、神秘学，哎呀，这个洞察力，还有5点是吧？ What the hell？ 才5%啊！啊，才 啊，它就是它不是一点一级，它是就是 progressive 这种东西，也就是你不到那个某个等级其实没什么用处，是这样的。那么我们都点到神秘学可以看一下，确认。既然这是个神秘的游戏，我们就神秘学了。
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
一会儿 cutscene 一会儿又转回来。
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
NJ 打开笔记本，你的笔记本记录当前重要的任务目标。
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
警方报告称，火势由餐厅而起，夺去了全家人的性命。警方认为这是一起家庭事故，然而他们坚称莎拉·霍金斯精神脆弱，这是为什么？对啊，这就是 J 就是我的这些面板嘛。还是第一章，这游戏有多少章？仔细查看画作，我们先查看一下 Environmental 2的话。它的 modeling 其实都很一般，但是，哎呀 ，Unreal 确实厉害 ，Unreal 的 rendering 确实，我把门关一下 ，Unreal 的 rendering 确实是 top notch 的。桌子，我们查一下这个画。
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
哦，我们要找一个 Darkwater 黑水镇的一个地方，黑水岛的地方。
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
他这个已经帮我总结好了，就是 recap， 也说的也非常清晰。那么这是故事，等一下，这里面又多了一些东西。一开始就是，我们的主人公身陷困境，是吧？他马上就要被解雇了，突然来了一个 offering， 他先做梦，给你克苏鲁的 concept， 然后他要被解雇，突然给你个 offering， 说，我这里有个案子，你接不接？然后我们就接了，然后就开始一段旅程。一本面向实习生与年轻医师撰写的书籍，内容详实。第一卷中列出了文明世界已知的所有疾病，并详细说明了症状与疗法。第一卷。喝杯酒。这将影响我的命运。那我以后就不喝了。这个游戏有点屌啊！一开始就影响我的命运。
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston, but I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century, but it seems to have been shunned since then.
我觉得挺好的，它每个这个。
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
可是它挺好，它每个这个线索它都有，它不是让你读啊，它都有配音和这个 subtitle 字幕，非常喜欢这样，我就不需要做这么累了。啊，这是一个技能点啊！第二章，我的天哪！ 皮尔斯接下了霍金斯的案子，这位被诅咒的艺术家被控操纵火烧死了自己的家人，唯一的线索就是他留给父亲的一幅诡异的画，在画的出货标签上有一个地址：黑水岛码头的一间仓库，这个地方就是皮尔斯调查的起点。他这个已经说了。它这个是 pre-render 的，它不是游戏画面，它是一个用虚幻四 render 就是渲染出来的画面，在剪辑的，它是一个 video footage， 是一个视频。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
啊，不需要问，直接就到了。
Thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
游戏开始给我了3个这个信息，一个事儿，一个是酒吧，一个是他住的地方。那么我们先到这群人这个地方先问一下。哎，
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan, can't you go in?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
他不跟我说话，可能我的技能点不够，就没有解锁这个特定的这个对话选项。这个地方被人 block 住了，他不让我过去。
Nothing for you here either. Beatex.
Can we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out.
没什么，那就像一个那啥哦，远处的灯塔做的也不错。它这个做的只是像一个调查的这个游戏一样，只不过把它就是以虚幻的形式用modern现代的这个科技呈现了。可能以前就是那种点点的游戏。
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine. Hey, be careful.
就有一个女的在看着他抽烟。
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
你看这个旁边的蓝光，不知道怎么打的。
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland. And for her paintings. Then...
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that.
We saw them in the papers, and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
每次都
I've got what I
我
need.
摁 ES 像玩那 RPG 一样，以为这可以就是切断对话呢。
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36.
The Hawkins warehouse. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse. Screams.
Scream.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
不跟我说话，这个。
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
他就说之前的这个港口的捕鲸人有个奇迹的捕捞，然后捕到一个比鲸齿还要大的东西。这条鲸占据了整个甲本，甚至还有一部分悬在外面。幸存下来的水手讲述了捕获当时的惊心动魄，还告诉大家它的肉质鲜美，营养丰富，毫无疑问，巨鲸的庞大体型足以为黑水岛上的众多居民提供食物，结束岛上部分地区肆虐的饥荒。
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night.
So long.
那么早之前的故事，他们都相信。打不开。这个女人穿得不错。
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
What? 哦，有时候只能有一次的这个对话的可能性，好吧？
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
夜猫，我们之间的协议说得很清楚，把你的人管好。 恐吓信。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
这是个什么东西啊？是一个假腿。啊，你一定要对着它才能用，是吧？
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
货物藏单。 因为这个人腿是好的，所以他觉得那个人。这是谁呀、画家啊、这是我们找的那个。刚刚那个对话那个女的不知道是谁。好的，我们还有什么可以？哎，啊，没有技能点了。 把医疗技能与神秘技能只能通过周围环境中发现的物品来提升。那么我们一开始就可以点它，所以说是比较好的这样一个选择吧，我个人觉得，到现在为止。先把它提升到3，把它提升到3以后，看能不能触发一些其他特别的剧情。 这都没什么东西。
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths?
Depths.
Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
这么大。
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.